Hello students, welcome to today's session where we will be discussing about coordinate geometry. Now to start with, what is coordinate geometry? Let's take the basic definition of coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, it provides a link between algebra and geometry through graphs of line and curves. The geometrical problem solved algebraically by using coordinate system. So what exactly is coordinate geometry? It's nothing but a link between algebra and geometry. What is algebra? Where we express the terms with the help of numeric numbers and variable joined with some mathematical operation forming an equation. And what is geometry? Where we deal with all geometrical figures like two-dimensional and three-dimensional figures. The geometrical problems solved algebraically by using coordinate system. Now what is coordinate system? Coordinate system is nothing but a system where two perpendicular lines x dash and y dash are considered with few rules. Now what are the rules? Let's see. Now as told, x axis, y and y axis are two perpendicular lines using which the Cartesian coordinate system is followed. Now the point of intersection of x dash and y dash is known as O, that is called origin. And if we consider it as a number system, we know what is a number line. The right side will contain all the positive numbers and left side will have the negative numbers. Clear? Now, and the sequence continues towards x axis and towards x. Similarly, when we talk of y and y dash, here we will have 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so on. This side it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Hope it's clear? Now, OX has all the positive number and OY has all the positive numbers on the axis. Now, x dash is horizontal whereas y dash is vertical. Now we can see that x dash and y dash is dividing the plane into 4 parts. Clear? Now this one is known as first coordinate, this is your second coordinate, and this is third coordinate, and this one is your fourth coordinate. Now we can see that the values on OX and OY are positive. So this is also called positive sign, whereas OX dash and OY dash are negatives. Clear? The values here which we are considering are on OX dash it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on, and towards OY dash it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So what we have learned so far, we are having one horizontal and one vertical axis, x dash and y dash. The point of intersection is called the origin. Now, if we consider it as a number line, then OX has all the positive values. Similarly, OY can be seen having all the positive values. So, the first coordinate is having a positive side, whereas the third coordinate is having negative side. Now, when we talk of Cartesian coordinate, we talk about x and y as an ordered pair. Now, x and y are called the ordered pair where x value is somewhere from the x-axis and y is the perpendicular distance from OY will measure x coordinate and perpendicular distance from OX will measure the y coordinate. Here, we also need to understand that in this coordinate, all whether it is x or y, both will have the positive values, whereas if we talk of the second coordinate, x is having negative value and y is having positive value. So the ordered pair formed here are negative and positive. When we talk of third coordinate, we have x as negative, y also negative. When we are talking of fourth coordinate, it is x as positive and y as negative. Remember, whenever we are talking of an ordered pair, x will be having the first position and y will be having the second position. For let's see somewhat in detail. Now, x, the first element x in the ordered pair is called abscissa and the second element is called y, that is called ordinate. Clear? Now what else we need to understand is the division of x-axis, y-axis is also known as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, even xy plane. So we have three names for these two horizontal and vertical axes intersecting at O, having four coordinates, can be also named as Cartesian plane, coordinate plane or xy plane. And to recall it, two axes intersecting at O. Now if we talk of the ordered pair xy, remember xy is not equal to yx. Clear? This is not equal because this tells you the distance from x and this tells you the distance from y. Now we need to understand that how we can just having a look on the ordered pair, we can classify them as the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant or fourth quadrant. For example, if we take 3 and 3. So what is 3 and 3? See, these things are clear. This is first axis, this is second, this one is third. To make you understand about the point concept, we need to erase the board. Now let's see. Ordered pair 3, 3. Ordered pair 3, 3 is nothing but, if you take on a graph paper, see a line which is from 3 on x-axis. Similarly, y is also 3. So, exact intersection here. The point of intersection, this is known as ordered pair 3, 3. You can name it as with capital letter A. Clear? Remember, naming of an ordered pair, if you are pointing a point, it should never be with a small letter. Now similarly, if we talk of minus 2 and 1. What is minus 2 and 1? Minus 2 is on the x-axis and 1. See, 1 is having a positive value. So we will be taking this one in the second one. So this is your ordered pair B. Now this B is minus 2 and 1. What happens if it is minus 1 and minus 1? In case of minus 1 and minus 1, a line which is just drawn like this, and then from this particular point, you name it as C. So this is your minus 1 and 1. Minus 1. Means if the ordered pair have the same sign of positive, it will be in the first quadrant. If x is negative, y is positive, it will be in the second quadrant. If both are negative, the value will come in the third quadrant. And if you need to say that x is 4 and y is minus 3. So we have y with negative. So y negative is on OY dash. That is, we have 4 from the x and minus 3 from this side. So this is the exact position of the point 4 minus 3 on Cartesian plane. So the exercise which is based on Cartesian coordinate are to plot the point or to identify that in which particular coordinate the point belongs. So the first example, considering on the coordinate axis, is write 2 points lying on the x-axis which are at equal distance from the origin. To answer this question, see, this is your Cartesian plane. Clear? Now we know that this is x and this is x dash, this is origin, this is your y and y dash. Clear? Now, what we need is to write 2 points lying on the x-axis. So the point must lie on the x-axis. Clear? Which are at equal distance from the origin. So a point which is equidistant from the origin, here everyone may have a different answer. Like if you are talking about a unit distance, see 1 and minus 1. They are equidistant from origin. someone may also mention 2n minus 2. Remember, you cannot mention 1n minus 2 because the point which you are mentioning has to be equidistant from the origin. Equidistance from the origin means either you can move 1 unit or 2 unit or 3 unit. So the points here will be, the 2 points are x is 1 and y is 0 and minus 1 and 0. Clear? So the 2 points are 1 and 0. Remember, x is your abscissa and y is your ordinate. Now ordinate here we are reference with the origin. So when origin, the point has to be on the x-axis. The point must lie on the x-axis. The value of y will be 0. It is neither positive nor negative. So both the values are 0. Similarly, the question is turned and it is being asked, write 2 points lying on the y-axis which are equidistant from the origin. In that case, you will be taking this perpendicular distance and there you will be mentioning x as 0. Clear? So we have seen this. Now with an example, second example, if you want to plot that minus 2 and 3, which coordinate this point will belong? Minus 2 and 3. See, this is negative, x is negative, so it must be from this side. Y has to be positive. Now positive value of y is here. So this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. So the point belongs in the second coordinate. Clear? Now, the third example which we need to take is, if A and B are ordered pair and the value is 0 and 5. 0 and 5. Both the points are equal. Now what is A and what is B? Very simple, as you are seeing, the ordered pairs are same. So the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 5. As the ordered pairs are given to be equal. Now, so similarly, like plotting the point, I hope you can do, and there could be questions where by plotting the point, which figure you are getting, name the figure. Or identify in which coordinate the point lies, like first, second, third and fourth. Now we will be taking how to find the perpendicular distance from x and y axis. Now our fourth example, where we are talking that find the perpendicular distance. This is the symbol for perpendicular shortcut. Perpendicular distance of the point 5, 7 from the y-axis. Now to understand what is the perpendicular distance from 5, 7. See, very clearly you can tell that 5 and 7 both are positive. So we need not go for all the 4 coordinates. So this is OX and this is OY, both having the positive values. Clear? Now, 5 and 7. X is 5. So this is your 5. And 7 will prolong more. 6 and 7. So somewhere this is the point. Clear? Now, the intersection of both the perpendicular. What the question is? The question is, find the perpendicular distance from the point 5, 7 from the point 5, 7 on the y-axis. See, 5, 7 we have plotted. Now, perpendicular distance means this is also a perpendicular distance and even this is also a perpendicular distance. Now, it is from the y-axis. So, from the y-axis, the perpendicular distance dropped here is to this point. Perpendicular distance is 5. Clear? From the y-axis, it is towards this side. If it is asked from the x-axis, then it will be 7. Clear? So the answer here is, find the perpendicular distance of the point 5, 7 from the y-axis. So from the y-axis, the perpendicular dropped here on the x-axis is 5. Now, we'll also take one example where we will be forming a pair where the abscissa is given to be minus 2 and ordinate is 3. See, this is your abscissa and this is your ordinate. Now, what is the ordered pair? For ordered pair, this is minus 2 and this is 3. Now, can you tell me in which coordinate does this follow? X is negative, y is positive. So, it is in the second one. So, knowing abscissa and ordinate, we can form an ordered pair. We can plot the given numbers on the coordinate plane. We can identify which quadrant does it belong. We can also name the perpendicular distance from the x-axis, or if it is asked from the y-axis. Clear? Now we'll take two more examples. The point PAB lies in the fourth quadrant, which is greater A or B. So fourth quadrant means drawing this x dash, y and y dash. We are talking about the fourth quadrant, which is this side. We know that all the values lying here are positive. Clear? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. This side it is -1, -2, -3, -4. We know that the ordered pair AB, that somewhere A is lying, let it be A, and somewhere B value is here. So this is the ordered pair A and B. Now our question is to tell which is greater, A or B. See, positive value will always be greater than a negative value. So we can say that A is greater than B, as A is the abscissa and B is the ordinate. Now A is having all the positive values, so always positive value is greater than the negative value. So hence, because of the positive and negative integers, we can say that always positive integers are greater than negative integers. Therefore, A is greater than B. Clear? Now this was a solution for this. Now we'll take up one question where we will be discussing about. So if the coordinates of 2 points are -2 and 3, let this be P and Q -3 and 5, then find abscissa of P minus abscissa of A. Here we need to recall what is abscissa. Now abscissa of P is nothing but -2 and abscissa of Q is nothing but -3. We are going to subtract the value. So we are going to get -2 plus 3. The difference is +1. Clear? So by this we will be ending our session for today. We'll meet soon with other session of new topic. Thanks a lot.